Hey, folks. Well, you know what time it is, eh? It's story time with Rich. I got to talk about this because it bothers me. It really does. And if any of you have gone through this kind of bullshit, share it. You know, share it because it's so stupid. So, last year at this time, right at this time, right now, okay, my mom's in the hospital. I'm home alone. This is when her first runs with the hospital. Okay. So I get the cops that show up here, right? And I couldn't understand at the time why. Now I know because I got neighbors to the right and neighbors to the left that are just fucking with me. Just fucking with me. So I know there's a group of conversations that goes on. I saw it on the front lawn the other day, like total high school shit. Total high school shit, like big meeting, right? Quite hilarious. Yesterday, my camera goes off at 3:08, and my chip that's in my camera, I noticed my camera down and there's the little rubber, right? Because I bought Dickhead the same fucking camera, right? So he's got one. I got one. You know what I mean. Anyways, everything gets voided on the fucking chip. But the dumbasses don't know. My camera goes off. I get notifications. I get it online. I get emailed it. But those dumbasses think because they erased the chip, I'm not seeing the pedophile friend Darren. Yeah, got caught with pedophilia on his laptop. Child porn. Got charged, moved out of town, him and a group of others. I don't know if Dick Fuck here next door got hit with the same shit and he just kept it all quiet, but I know neighbor to the right like to talk a lot of shit about somebody's daughter to the left. Just saying. Just saying. Actually talked about a lot of people here in the neighborhood. Just saying. The company he keeps. Just saying. But neighborhood do what they want and talk how they want. It doesn't make no difference to me because they only see one side, right? They only hear one side. But now you're learning the two sides. And well, if Judah was Judah, I wonder if he was related to Luke. Anyways, I'm not going to start a whole bunch of shit. I just did. So let's get into it. The cops. Now, last year, the cops show up. I get two cops that show up, right? Why? Because a doctor called. A doctor called on me, said I'm like going around the neighborhood and I'm going to beat people up with a bat. And then all of a sudden, the cops in the report are talking about fucking Ryan Reynolds and that I'm saying a whole bunch of racial slurs. Hey, man, I'm not racist in any kind of way. But if I utilize words, I don't have the expression behind it to make it that way of what the cops tried to represent. I love culture. I love all the different kind of cultures, especially the women. So, no, I'm not prejudiced in any kind of way, shape, or form. But, I use racist slurs a lot. But it has a totally different kind of meaning. And if you don't know me, you don't know the psychology of how I think. And I don't think like to the right and to the left, to the front or to the back. I just don't think like my surroundings. But they think all commonly. So that's fine. That's fine. They learn the hard way who I am. But I don't back down. Not over stupidity and lies and fuck arounds. Just saying. So anyway, these two cops dragged me out of the house, right? Literally, drag me out of the house. Take me down to the fucking, to the hospital. I get not one, but 5 doctors in total by the time they released me, and they had fuck all. Now, when you look at the report, every doctor wrote the same fucking thing, almost like there was only one report made up. And then the other doctors just copied off of that copy-paste type shit. Like, for real. It was that robotic. And then I had this fucking dick-ass Pete, nurse. He prodded me, wrote a whole bunch of shitty shit, But he was trying to aggravate me for me to get mad at him. So he had enough ammunition. Why? Because a week prior to that, I pissed off his little fucking nurse girlfriend or wife or whatever the fuck she is. Because she allowed my mother to piss herself. And I said something when somebody was there who wanted to help my mom and put a pan underneath her so she can piss in the pan. This nurse was more important for her pride to win than anything else. And then I had this fucking doctor come in and he starts to fucking try to muscle me with words after the head nurse already said, chill, man, chill. This guy's not doing nothing wrong. Chill. You know? So there was all this drama, right? And because I said shit about the hospital, well, it was fucking true, man. The shit I said about the hospital at that time was true. Now, I've been there since, and there have been some changes and some way better mannerism and a faster pace from what I seen on the times in March and May, going through the emergency room. A lot different. So I don't know if that made a difference of my bullshit, but either way, it went on how it went on. Bullshit doctors, man. Bullshit doctors. And the cops that cooperated with this particular doctor, right? And at the time, this doctor was married to who? To my son's mother. Now, they had a problem with my videos. They had a problem with something I said. Next thing you know, I guess neighborhood people were calling her and telling in the ears, right? So she doesn't know what to think because she's not fucking here. She questions my son. My son's saying some things, but he got things put in his fucking mouth. But I'm not trying to fucking push too much, but we'll get there one day. Trust me. Anyways, so they let me go. Now I got this ink stain with the cops thinking that I'm a problem, right? I'm a problem. But really, I'm not a fucking problem. It's only these people around me making a situation look like there's a problem. So all that passes, right? So now, a couple of times I called because my phone, cops come here, bunch of bullshit. Tell them to get out of the house, right? They're trying to get me to bring my phone in to somebody that's known in the city here of buying all the fucking cards from people that steal from the stores, and then they bring the items back and then they get a gift card because they don't have a receipt. Well, they could bring it to a particular place and that person will purchase them all. Now, they all know about this, but because of this particular person works both sides of the fence, right? Good and bad. Tattletale, but look like I'm one of yous. Anyways, that kind of bullshit that goes on, right? And so these cops are trying to tell me to bring my phone to this dude. Fuck yous, man. So I kicked him out of the house. Anyways, those were my two things from last year. Now, this year really pissed me off again because nobody's out front, to the right, to the back. But to the left of me, they're having a good time and partying. Now, nobody knows what's going on in my house. But I opened up the patio door because I'm smoking the joint, right? Next thing you know, the cops are at my house. Next thing you know, they're talking about drugs. Next thing you know, we had our little conversation and they left because they knew nothing's going on. Anyways, so now I'm at the courthouse and I'm having to get some papers for the courthouse because I got to deal with some legal stuff here because of stupid people, right? Anyways, I talked to an officer there and he tells me this and that, and basically hands are tied, right, on a lot of issues. So now I'm pissed off, right? So this is spinning in my head. Now, when I go to bed at night, anything that bothers me that I sleep on at night, first thing in the morning in the first hour, that's fucking dangerous for me if I get a problem because I'm going to deal with it. I cannot go on with the rest of my day until I solve this problem. So what do? I say what I got to say to my neighbor. Why? Okay, so There's a security company now. Think about this. There's a security company that's very reputable and very good. Okay. Now they have an employee that lives on the same fucking street as I do. Now I think what happened was neighbor to the right, who I bought my car off of, who I'm missing a fucking fob key from, they just got it down here and paid the guy, and the guy just did this, that, this. I'm missing a fob key. So I got 2 keys. I got a brand new key, a beat up key, and I'm missing a beat up key. But neighbor to the right doesn't want to give me the fucking fob key. So I'm saying, take your fucking car back, right? Anyways, I get the cops to come here, talk a bunch of fucking shit show shit. And I'm telling them, hey, listen, how would you feel? How would you feel if you buy a vehicle and you know that person is a fucking thief and has a fob key of your vehicle? How are you going to feel about that? Anyways, he's trying to use the force on me. And, well, it was the vehicle that you bought was as is. Fuck you, it was as is. It had a mechanical on it. I asked for the receipts. I want to see the tires. I want the warranty. If there was any work done on it, especially the muffler, I want the warranty. Oh, I gave you everything. Liars again. Same neighbor to the right. Same neighbor to the right. I got everything together. Everything he took from my exes that was given to me, that I left behind for her son, okay? Dick ass next door had it all. Well, he knows, the son knows now. I told him about it, and he's going to get it all back. Because that belonged to him. That was his grandfather that gave it to me. I am not blood related, and I made sure that his great-grandson got those tools from my neighbor that stole it. Tell the cops this. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Not a big deal to them. He's got my dad's tools. I tell them about it. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. It's a civil thing. It's a civil thing. So what that's telling me is my sister either gave it to them or sold it to them, or he came in here and he fucking stole it. It's simple as that. He's a known thief and he has my father's tools. But that's okay with the cops. So this is the kind of bullshit dealing with cops. It's not even worth calling them. You have to take the law into your own hands. You got to get a PI. You got to get media involved. You got to get an investigation going on. And you just keep collecting. You know, they do one thing and you have something else to corroborate that one thing, and they think they're so smart, but you just sit there and watch. I know they're watching my channel, so it's for you, you fucking dick fucks. It's coming, man. Stupid asses. I said it before. I said this a long time ago. Watch my stations. It's there. I'm pruning. 88 branches. They're fucking done. 88 branches are done. I'm taking them all out. There's already one down. I got 87 to go. I'm telling you, I'm coming. You fucked with my life, and I'm gonna prune your tree. I'm gonna watch the roots die. It's done. One day at a time.